where does your sex appeal lies?
I don't know. I don't look in the mirror and go, wow. I remember watching Malaika on top of that train.
Chaiya.
Yes, I used to love that when I was a kid. Oh, and you know what else I really like? Vipasha and Omkara. What's the song called that she did there?
Bidi Jalai Le.
Yeah. Bidi Jalai. Love that one.
Once they have a hit item song, they can just perform it at various stage shows and all.
Who says item songs are meaningless?
Exactly.
They can be meaningful, but you have to do it with passion.
7 siblings.
Yes, are you shocked? Sometimes I shock myself by saying that.
Shake it Saiya to you means ...
Rascals. Hi, I'm Lisa Haydon and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
We had interviewed Lisa Haydon before the release of Rascals, and she made a very, I think, interesting conversation and the kind of film that she'd like to do, the kind of filmmakers that she'd like to get associated with. Once the movie released, obviously she had the Shake It Saiya number, which definitely did a lot of chart-busting element to her. She must have had a lot of shows because of that as well. But maybe the conversation that we had before the release of the film, maybe it did not match with the kind of film it turned out to be as far as Rascals is concerned. We have with us Lisa Haydon once again. Pleasure having you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
Do you think that maybe Rascals was a good choice of film for you? Somehow the film got a lot of flack, in fact.
For me, myself, I always make the best choice that I can with the knowledge that I have with the moment that I'm in. And in that particular moment, it seemed like a good project to do. And you can't predict the way the audience is going to perceive a film, let alone the way a film is going to come out once it's actually been shot. But that was the best at the time, and I gave it my best shot. And the rest, you just, you know, got to leave to destiny, I guess.
Shake it, Saiya, main naach sharabi raiya, ho chaal pare bhi gaiya, haan paas tu mere aa zara.
I think Rascals was coming on television the other day, and I was seeing Ajay Devgan, he was just flirting with you and all sorts of stuff. You know, we have this typical thing in Bollywood that everything gets stereotyped. Because KR, she has done this, so now let's approach her for this sort of roles and maybe item song and a few sexy scenes and stuff like that. So I'm sure that must have happened with you as well.
There have been many of those sorts of offers, and I think that's probably why I haven't, you know, signed anything else as of yet, because I'm very keen to do something that's a little different. And like I was telling you earlier, you can either go down that path and, you know, try and showcase acting talent somehow through those, you know, modern or, you know, feminine or sexier roles, which I think a lot of models that go into acting tend to get offered, or you can just kind of wait it out and wait for something that is 100% meaningful to you, which I hope I'm waiting for.
Primarily, you are looking for meaningful cinema, but you know, at the same time, there are many established actresses who will do anything to get an item song, a hit item song, because once they have a hit item song, they can just perform it at various stage shows and all.
Who says item songs are meaningless?
Exactly.
They can be meaningful, but you have to do it with passion.
So give me examples.
That's the point I'm saying.
Give me examples. Give me examples from movies that you have liked over the years that you feel is meaningful at the same time mainstream.
That would be different for each person. Like, I can't look at a person and decipher whether or not they did their job with passion. But I mean, for me, something that I would really like to do, let me think about that for a second. I loved Katrina Kaif's role in Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. I think we talked about this last time as well. Katrina was great in Chikni Chameli and in Sheila, and even, you know, Malaika was great in Muni as well. I think that those are all, you know, item songs, and you can see those girls really gave it their all, and people can feel that when they watch it, and that's why they love it so much. So I don't think doing an item song is meaningless by any stretch of the imagination. It's just...
Even your sister is doing it now, Malaika Haydon. She has done 2 item songs recently.
She did. That was fun for her, I think.
Any sibling rivalry and all? Please give us a juicy bite.
Oh my god, when we were kids, we used to have sibling rivalry. It's really funny because she pushed me through a door once, and it was like a proper wooden door, and the door fell down. And I remember one time clawing her arm, and I actually had her flesh under my nails at the end of that fight. But that was when we were 13 years old, so we've come a long way since then. We don't really fight anymore like that.
Any offers have come your way that you're considering seriously, and we can just hear the announcements pretty soon?
I'm doing a Tamil film right now with a wonderful director named Ahmed. And I think we're going to start shooting in June.
And you've done an item song in Racha?
I did an item song in Racha, which I haven't seen yet. I'm trying to find it somewhere so I can have a look at it. I actually haven't gone on Google or even seen reviews from it either, so I don't know what's happened.
You've turned a fashion designer as well, and you've launched a fashion line with a global lifestyle brand called Sher Singh. Tell us something about it.
Sher Singh happened at the end of last year, actually. I met up with Sonny Kabarwal and Sanjay Galera. Are basically 2 wonderful people that are, you know, Indians from New York, and they came down here to sort of, start an online fashion clothing shopping portal with the incentive to sort of, share with the world what India has to offer, because Indians sometimes get mistaken as being manufacturers instead of creators. If you know what I'm saying, we manufacture for so many international brands and Zara and H&M and all of that. The motivation behind it is to share with the world, and that's why we sell online, so that people can actually from all over the world see what India is offering. The more that I hung out with them, the more it became, increasingly apparent that this is something, or these are people that I would actually really like to work with, because we have a similar worldview, and I love fashion, and for me it's not too involved. I get to sit there and sit with the design team, and we come up with these amazing designs and colors and trends and stuff like that, and then I go back to my life of acting and modeling, and I don't have to sit there and manufacture and all that kind of stuff, so it works out really well.
Any latest advertisements that you've done? Any endorsements?
This year I'm trying to think. Aquafina, Gillette. Cher Singh is my own, so I can't call it an endorsement, but I spent a lot of time on it.
The last interview that we did with Lisa, we got a fantastic response for it, and in fact many of our fans, they sent us emails that we want to have a sort of a lifestyle sort of interview with Lisa, that about her personal likes and what she feels about various things. So we have a brief questionnaire. In fact, if you can just answer your thoughts and give us honest answers.
Okay.
And not
I'll be as
diplomatic
honest as
ones.
I can without getting myself in trouble.
No, see,
Because I do that so often.
don't worry about getting into trouble. जितना आप honest रहोगे उतना ही life में अच्छा है.
Okay.
Okay? Your date of birth.
17th of June. Do you want to know the year?
So it's coming in fact very soon. So happy birthday to her in advance from the entire team at Bollywood Hungama. You were born in?
Chennai.
And you've lived most of your life in Australia?
Yes, actually more in Bombay than in Australia. Mumbai, sorry. Mumbai, Australia, and the States, yes.
Which place in Australia?
Sydney.
Sydney, primarily.
Yes.
All right. How many siblings?
7.
7 siblings.
Yes. Are you shocked? Sometimes I shock myself by saying that.
How many sisters? How many brothers?
4 sisters, 3 brothers.
Your all-time favorite film?
Great Expectations. I love this one line when Gwyneth Paltrow looks at Ethan Hawke, or is it Ewan McGregor? I can't remember which one. And she goes, "We are who we are, Finn. People don't change." That's like my favorite line ever.
All-time favorite actor?
Oh my God, I've actually got a couple. I love Robert Downey Jr. I think he's amazing. I never used to like Brad Pitt, but I kind of started liking him after Troy, and since then I've sort of watched all his films. I do enjoy him as well.
And Bollywood?
Bollywood, is that the question you were asking? Of course.
No, it's okay if you want to give Bollywood as well.
I watched Rockstar. He's such a good actor. He
Ranveer.
really is. Yes, he did fantastically. Ajay Devgan's a great actor too. He's so committed to like every scene he does. Abhay Deol. I'm actually a fan of most of the actors I've worked with, to be honest with you.
Who's the hottest actor, in fact, amongst them all? In sex appeal, whom do you think is the sexiest and...
Sex appeal for me is a mental thing, so I would have to get to know them better.
Anyone whom you've interacted with and you know... Hrithik, you've
I love
worked
how
with.
you're asking me this question with such a straight face. Anyone that you've been attracted with.
Interacted with, I didn't miss attracted.
Interacted with? I mean, you know who I've interacted with, the people that I've worked with.
Any men you've been attracted to in Bollywood?
No.
Since you put that question into my mind.
No, no one. No, not really.
How do you look back at your first kiss?
My first kiss, wet. Yeah, I was.
Your fans would like to know, you know?
I was 14 years old.
You're 14 years old.
Yeah, I thought I was in love. It's like we kissed and I was like, I love you. And he laughed at me for obvious reasons.
Your favorite item song of all times?
I remember watching Malaika on top of that train.
Chaiyan Chaiyan.
Yes, I used to love that when I was a kid. Oh, and you know what else I really like? Vipasha and Omkara. What's the song called that she did there?
Bidi Jalai Le.
Yeah. Bidi Jalai. Love that one.
Who's your inspiration?
This is a really typical answer, but I have to say it, my mother.
But why is that?
I mean, she's the kind of person that if I ever wanted really clear advice from, no matter what it was, I know that I would get a straight answer from her with there would be no sort of intention or motivation behind telling me what she did. And she does that with everybody. And I just think that a person that has such clear and good intentions is the kind of person that I want to be.
Experience of living in Mumbai?
Oh, fantastic. It's like home for me. So, I mean, it's a great experience. It's my home.
The kind of cuisine you like?
Japanese and Thai. And Indian.
Shake it Saiya to you means ...
Rascals.
She's saying rascals in not some nice manner. Where does your sex appeal lies?
I don't know. I don't look in the mirror and go, wow, you got it.
But I think you should, in fact. Any good-looking woman.
I know, I need to wake up in the morning.
Just like themselves, in fact.
It depends on the person that's looking at me. I don't think I'm sexy to everybody, but...
No, but I'm sure that everyone can analyze oneself. Someone thinks that maybe your eyes are nice or something.
Objectively.
Please, go ahead.
I think it would have more to do with the person that I am than the way that I look. I don't know. I'm a very natural person. Like, I'm quite open, quite natural. I think that makes people I think those are compelling qualities.
Whom do you consider a friend?
I don't know, I can't, I mean, qualities I look for in a friend would be trustworthiness. I tend to hold people to the same standards that I hold myself to, which are rather high and sometimes a little unrealistic. So I have a few but very good friends. Honesty for sure, definitely. I can't stand any sort of dishonesty. I like honesty to the point of like, if it hurts, but let's be real here. Someone who likes to have fun. People like, it's all about having fun at the end of the day, so gotta have a good time.
Finally, last question, what is your motto in life?
Be original and be creative and live and let live, I guess. Live every day to the fullest and enjoy it. And most of all, embrace the people that are around you and learn from their journey and their search as well, I think.
Fantastic. That was Lisa Haydon talking about what all she's been doing post the release of Rascals. She has come up with a clothing line of her own, that is Sher Singh. She's doing a film in Tamil, and one item song has come about in a film called Racha. And she's also given some nice little answers to a few of the quirky statements from her fans who would like to know about her personal life, her likes and dislikes, and her motto in life as well. Wonderful to have you back on Bollywood Hungama, and
Thank you.
We really hope that you come up with the meaningful cinema that you have spoken about, that you crave for, and you get those sort of offers very soon.
Yes, thank you.
And we really hope that you continue dancing as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.